Two giants in the world of financial security, Northwestern Mutual takes on Guardian Life. Which one truly has your back? On one side, you've got Northwestern Mutual, known for its strength and tradition. On the other, Guardian Life, famed for flexibility and customer focus. Let's move past the marketing claims and dig into what really matters. We'll score each company in key categories so you can see who leads where and why. By the end, the winner may not be the one you expect. Okay, so here's the game plan, our comparison mind map. We'll look at dividend performance, financial strength, policy customization, transparency and illustrations, and finally, customer experience. That way, you're not just getting the sales pitch, you're seeing the whole picture, category by category. First up, let's talk dividends, because honestly, who doesn't want more money back from a policy, right? Northwestern Mutual is famous for its really big, reliable dividends. That's their whole vibe. Consistency, a strong surplus but maybe leaning a bit conservative. Guardian, on the other hand, isn't too far behind. Their dividends are competitive and they let you be a bit creative with how you use those payouts. But if we're being real, their dividends are usually a little lower than Northwestern's. So for dividends alone, Northwestern Mutual takes the lead here. Next category, financial strength. And wow, you cannot go wrong with either of these, honestly. Northwestern Mutual, it's as solid as they come, with all the top limit ratings and more than 160 years of keeping it steady. On the other side, Guardian's just as legit. They've also got those gold standard ratings and a rich history behind them. If you want total peace of mind, both companies seriously deliver, but fair's fair, Northwestern is bigger while Guardian's surplus is a touch smaller. Still, this is a tie. They're equally powerful in this department. Alright, customization time, and this is where some of the quirks come out. Northwestern Mutual covers the basics with multiple whole life options and solid guarantees. However, their extras, like riders, they don't offer nearly as many choices. Now Guardian, oh, and here's something cool, they let you mix in term and whole life to get your premiums lower, plus their rider selection is like an a la carte menu. Seriously flexible. Some riders do cost you more, but honestly you get so much more control. So in customization, Guardian definitely takes the edge. Wait, quick fun fact before we move on. Did you know both Northwestern Mutual and Guardian are actually mutual companies? So that means when you own a policy, you're literally an owner, not just a customer. No outside shareholders calling the shots. That's kinda cool, right? Let's talk transparency and illustrations. Now, Northwestern Mutual nails consistency in terms of results, but let's just say getting all the details isn't so straightforward. Their illustration process is honestly kind of a headache, and it's hard to compare apples to apples. Guardian, in contrast, is much more upfront. Their illustrations are super clear and you can easily run different scenarios, makes the whole thing less intimidating. The only catch, you usually need an agent to help optimize everything, but at least seeing the numbers isn't an ordeal. So, Guardian wins this round, hands down. Last up, let's talk customer experience, because honestly this totally makes or breaks the process. Northwestern Mutual's got this huge advisor network and their digital tools are pretty slick. The only downer? Some folks say claims can be a little slow. Guardian, meanwhile, crushes it with service. Their claims are typically really efficient, but the online side of things isn't quite as fancy as Northwestern's. End of the day, both are really strong, so I'm calling this one a tie. At this point, if you're a visual learner, here's how the two stack up side by side. You'll see exactly where each one shines: dividends, customization, transparency, you name it. And yeah, you can really see the strengths and quirks laid out in the radar chart. Alright, so what's the verdict? If you want unmatched dividends and that old-school sense of security, Northwestern Mutual is super hard to beat. But if you're someone who geeks out about flexibility, like picking and choosing your options and customizing everything, Guardian really stands out. Honestly, it comes down to what you value most in your policy. If this helped clarify your options, stick around, there's more coming. We've got even more mutual company breakdowns headed your way. Stay tuned.